Hello, and welcome to the Organize for Success podcast, the show where we provide organizing tips and solutions so you can get organized, simplify your life, and create more time so you can do the things you love to do. I am your host, Kathy McEwen, and myself and my team help those with clutter clear their clutter, get organized, and pack and unpack. We help organize homes and offices and also help organize moves. So you ready? Let's get organized. Hi, and welcome to the Organize for Success podcast. I'm your host, Kathy McEwen, and today we are talking about bathroom organization. Yep, bathrooms. So if you struggle with keeping your bathrooms organized, today's episode is for you. So bathrooms can be quite overwhelming when there's clutter. You may walk into the bathroom and maybe there's some clutter on your bathroom sink area, or you open a cupboard and it's messy, or the drawers are packed full and it's hard to see what you have, right? That's kind of common for some people who have clutter to have bathroom clutter as well. But ideally, having a bathroom that is organized is really the best thing. No different than any other room of your home, right? You want to walk in and not feel stressed with the amount of clutter you have. So here are some steps to organize your bathroom. We're going to start with number one. Take everything out of your bathroom cupboards, your medicine cabinet, your closet if there's one in there. Take all the items out from under your sink and remove everything from your bathroom counter and place them on your bathroom floor or just outside your bathroom. And I know what you're thinking. What? Take everything out? If you can, I recommend it because it's always nice to have a clean slate. So if you can take everything out of your bathroom and those cupboards, the drawers, and place them on your floor if your bathroom's big enough, or outside of your bathroom, then I would recommend doing that if you can. If you have way too much stuff in there and that's not possible, then just focus on maybe starting with a drawer or starting with underneath your bathroom sink area. You can start with those if you want. But if you do have the space, I would recommend pulling everything out and just sticking it onto the floor. Now, if you have linen or things that you just don't want to get dirty and maybe your floor is a bit dirty, then don't put that onto the floor. Maybe you can put it on an old sheet or some towels, or maybe you have a table that you could just set outside your bathroom that you can quickly put some things on, whatever is best for you. But ideally, if you can kind of just pull the stuff out, it makes it easier when it comes to putting it back away. All right, so that's number one, by taking it all out if you can. Number two is once you've taken everything out, then I want you to wipe everything down. So give it a good clean so that when you put the items back, it'll be nice and clean. So that's number two, is to wipe down your drawers, your counters, everything that you can. Give it a good clean. Number three is sort and dispose. So once the items are pulled out, I want you to actually start to sort them by putting like items with like items. So put all your cleaning supplies together in one area. Keep all your toiletries together in one area. Maybe all your hair supply stuff in one area. And then while you're going through the sorting process, I want you to dispose of any expired or unused medications. Now, I'm not sure where you're located, but if you're in Canada, usually you can just take those to your local pharmacist for proper disposal. So any of those medications that have expired, put them in a bag with a note on it that it goes to the pharmacy or wherever you need to dispose of it. And dispose of any other health products or self-care products that have expired. So if you've got some creams that have expired or things like that, then let them go. Just let them go. And also, if you're finding duplicates of items that you barely use, then donate them if you can. If it's possible, donate them. Actually, it doesn't even have to be duplicates. I just said find duplicates of items that you barely use and then donate them. But even if they're not duplicates, if you only have one, but you never use it, it's been sitting there forever, then let's let it go, right? Let's let that stuff go. So if you find that you barely use products and you know you'll never use them again, then dispose them or donate them. And this may seem like you're wasting product because you've paid for it, but if it's taking up space, it's better to throw them away and make a note to not to purchase that product again in the future. So you've taken everything out of your area of your bathroom, the cupboards, drawers, etc. You've wiped those cupboards down in the drawers. You're now sorting the items so that you're putting like items together, and you're disposing any stuff that you just don't need anymore. You're going to find things, especially in a bathroom, that you just don't need. So dispose of those. So you can always have your donation bag and your garbage bag in the room with you before you even get started. That's all one of the things I often, you've heard me before, I say bring those, have them ready, and just throw out anything that is garbage. And if there's something that can be donated, then by all means do so. Most places, if it's open, they will not take it. So, sometimes you just have to throw things out, unfortunately. Decide what products you and your family use daily and put those aside as well. So while you're sorting the items, if you come across things that are like, that's for my son, Johnny, or that's for my daughter, Julie, then just put those aside, or for yourself or your husband or your wife, whichever the case may be, just put them aside so that they're separated. And you can always put them in baskets or pretty baskets, or you can put them in containers. So each family member knows which one is their own, and they can just grab it when they need it. One thing I was going to mention is you could, if you wanted to, you can have different colors for different family members. So, if you want to have a pink one for your daughter, or a yellow one for your daughter, and then you maybe want a green one for yourself, whichever the case may be, you can do that. You can have different colors so that everybody knows, hey, I'm blue. So everything in the blue containers are mine. Or you could just have the same ones, and you can just label them so that each family member knows which one's theirs. And so that's number 3, is really sorting and disposing items. And I kind of gave you a little bit of an organized tip in there as well. And that brings me to number 4, which is organize, which is my favorite word, right? Organize. And now it's time to put everything back organized. So here are some tips to help you gain more storage and allow you to better organize your home. Because what you have left now is what you're keeping. So if you're keeping it, it needs to be organized. And there's some tips to help. So number 5 is one of the tips that you can use if you want, and that is shelving above the toilet. So when you don't have a lot of storage space under your sink, or you don't have a closet in your bathroom, shelving can be the next best thing. So over the toilet is one area which is a great place to keep those extra toilet paper or extra towels or face towels or soaps, maybe Epsom salts, I don't know, scents, anything that you may keep in your bathroom. If you have shelving above your toilet, it just gives you that extra storage. And you can even add a nice picture above the on the shelf as well, so that gives it that homey feel, maybe a candle. So you don't want to have, if you're going to have a shelf, you don't want a bunch of clutter, right? That's not good. So you want to be able to maybe store a few things up there and make it look really pretty and nice and neat. Above the toilet, you could also have enclosed doors, which are, when you have the stands that you put above the toilet, and it comes with a shelf often and closed doors, you could use one of those as well to give that extra storage. So basically, if your bathroom is on the smaller side, going vertical, so going up the wall, is a great way to add extra storage. And that's what I was just mentioning with the shelving above the toilet. Number 6 is you could use jars for storage. So do you have cotton balls and Q-tips that taking up valuable space in your bathroom drawers? Consider removing them from their packaging and displaying them in clear jars on the bathroom counter if you have room, or add them to shelving above the toilet, which we just talked about, and display them nicely. So basically, jars are really nice. I prefer the clear ones if you want to go that route, so that you can kind of still see what's inside them. But I can't say enough of how much I don't like packaging. So everything comes out of my packaging, especially a box. So If you've been following and listening to me for a while, you will know how much I despise boxes. So take those Q-tips out of that darn box and put it into something nicer like a clear jar. You can get those clear jars just about anywhere. There's the dollar stores have them, craft stores have them. Some of the box stores, the bigger box stores like Walmart have them. And I've even seen them in grocery stores. So you can find jars like that anywhere. Before I go on to number 7, I just want to quickly mention that if you want more organizing tips and want to join a supportive group with lots of wonderful members, then hop on to our free Facebook group called Organize for Success. And you may already know that I offer a paper organizing course as well, which is at an unbelievable low price right now at only $27. That's it, $27. So once again, if you want additional tips, hop into our free Facebook group called Organize for Success. And if you have a hard time searching for it and you can't find it, then just send me a DM at, I'm Kathy McEwen, send me a DM. And I'm actually going to put I'm going to put the link in the show notes so it'll be easier for you. But yeah, hop in the group, say hello. I'd love to virtually meet you. And once again, I do have that paper organization course that you may be interested in. That's only $27 right now. And I'll put a link for that as well. Coming up very soon, coming in September, is the Calm the Clutter course. I'm super excited. I've already had one round of students go through. They had amazing success. And so I'll be talking more about that in the near future. All right, so let's go on now to number 7. Maybe we'll just go back to the first 6 ones just to go back quickly. So number 1 was declutter. Number 2 is to clean the area. Number 3 is sort and dispose. Number 4 was organize, my favorite word. Number 5 was shelving above the toilet. Number 6 is that you could use jars for storage. And number 7 is use clear bins or slide outs under your sink. So you can use clear bins or slide outs, and don't forget to label them for products. The products that you could use are anything from cleaning supplies to hair care to medicine, whatever you want to store in them. It's really up to you, but I highly recommend using clear bins or slide outs. So slide outs are perfect for, if it's hard to reach in underneath your sink, you can just pull out the slide out and grab what you need and then slide it back in. I have some that are on my website. If you want to see what kind of products that I recommend, feel free to hop onto my website at secondsetofhands.ca. That's second word spelt out, not the number 2. So secondsetofhands.ca. Go to products and you will see some of my favorite Amazon products that are on there. And I think that if you hop into the bathroom section, it'll show a bunch of the bathroom products that I recommend as well. But clear bins are always nice. I always label them, make them, if you need to, maybe stackable ones so that you can stack them on top of each other. And another thing that I often use, which is probably in my website as well, might be under kitchen though, is a Lazy Susan. I get really big ones and I put that underneath my sinks. I put my cleaning supplies in there and you can just spin them. It's easy peasy. So if your cupboards are deep, consider purchasing pull-out shelves so you can have your items in them. They don't fall over. It's easy peasy. They don't get pushed behind and you just slide out and grab what you need, or a turntable. The other things I like to use are drawer organizers. I absolutely love drawer organizers. They are the perfect thing for keeping your products together and from sliding all around your drawer. Drawer dividers are perfect for makeup, for hair elastics, even dental floss. Actually, anything that is small items that you keep in your bathroom and you want to keep in your drawers, they usually fit into a drawer organizer. So I love them, really. And another tip is not to forget to measure your drawers, and so that you make sure that the drawer organizers will fit. So definitely measure your drawers. Make sure the drawer organizers, if you decide to buy some, make sure they fit. And you can get drawer organizers anywhere as well. Like there's some on Amazon. There's some that are at dollar stores. The only thing is they're a little bit cheaper made. They're cheaper in the sense they cost less as well, but they're also cheaper made. So they sometimes crack. But it's up to you and your budget. It still works. So drawer organizers, definitely a must in bathrooms. Another thing too that you can use are baskets. I mentioned that. So to store items on the inside of your cupboards, they are handy to have, and they can keep big and bulky items like big hairbrushes, maybe your curling irons, your hair dryers, anything that's bulky and difficult to store in maybe a container, maybe too small, then baskets are always nice to use. And what can I say? They look pretty too. So it may be easier to use a decorative basket to store some of those items. Number 10 is a towel rack and hooks. So towels can be, that's the thing with towels, right? You can reuse towels. You don't have to have a new one every single day, but keep something so you can hang those towels, because otherwise they end up on the floor. We don't want that to happen. So keep your wet towels off the floor and onto a towel rack, or by giving each family member a designated hook for their own towel. So you can have hooks in your bathroom. Each family member has a hook and they can just quickly hang their towels. So one other thing I was just going to mention is to, when you have extra towels for your guests, I would not keep that in your bathroom unless you want to and you have a lot of space. But if you're lacking space, I wouldn't bother, because that is not something that's used daily. That's only when you have guests. So that kind of stuff should probably be put in a linen closet or somewhere else until it's needed. Otherwise, it's taking a valuable real estate space in your bathroom that you just don't want to do. I wouldn't recommend it anyways. All right. So now I want to talk about medicine cabinet organization. And when it comes to medicine cabinets, let's see, how can I start with medicine cabinets? Okay, when it comes to medicine cabinets, it is a good idea not to store too many items in it. I find that if it's full of items, then when you go to grab something, other items fall out. And if you've been like me, they have fallen over the toilet sometimes. Like I had a medicine cabinet once that was there and it fell over and into the toilet. So limit what you have in there and just keep the items that you use regularly in your medicine cabinet. Also, if your medicine cabinet shelves are too narrow, you could use little containers to hold the items in, or even some of those drawer organizers would work in there as well because they're narrow and it can hold the items and prevent them from falling over or out of the medicine cabinet. So when it comes to medicine cabinet organization, don't have too many items in there. Just keep what you really use regularly. And to make it easier, you could always use some kind of storage unit in there, whether it's a drawer organizer or a cup or something. Sometimes that helps just so that the items don't fall over. All right, so now that you have decluttered and organized your bathroom space, here are some tips to follow so you're not spending a long time organizing your bathroom in the future. If you have a lot of clutter in your bathroom and you're trying to get it organized, the first time you do it, it's going to take the longest. But if you can try to maintain it, that's the key. And so here's a couple of tips to help you so that it's easier to maintain. When you go shopping, make a list of the products you need to purchase and stick to that list. Try not to go overboard when buying, because the more you have to organize, right? The more items you have, the more you have to organize, and the more likely you will have clutter. So stick to just what's on your list. Also, clean and tidy up your bathroom at least once a week. If you can, once a week. The more you do it, the less you'll have to do. So the more often you clean your bathroom, the less you will have to actually clean. So if you can, once a week. Also, declutter your bathroom, including disposing of unused or expired products. at least once a month. So if you can, once a month, just check your items to see if anything's expired. That helps as well. And don't buy multiples of items, buy 2 packs of toilet paper because they're on sale. If you don't have the space for it, then don't worry about it being on sale. I mean, it's your choice. You either save money or you have an organized bathroom. So that's something that you need to decide, but you can't have both. So you can't be buying a bunch of bulk items and then have nowhere to store it and then have an organized bathroom. It's just not going to happen. So my recommendation, if you want an organized bathroom and you don't have a lot of space, is to not buy a bunch of items. Don't buy those ones that are on sale. Well, yeah, buy things on sale, but don't buy a bunch of it because it's on sale. Just buy what you have room for. Alrighty. So once again, I just wanted to quickly mention that if you're looking for more free tips, come on over to our Organize for Success Facebook group. It's free to join. And you'll find more information over there. And also, the Common Clutter course is coming soon. And if you want the paper organization course for only $27, it is available now. All right, everyone, have a great week, and I'll chat with you next time.